on what to do before, going for your installation. And I didn't really find any information, hence why today I want to share with you the things that I did prior to getting my installation done. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I hope you had a fantastic and fabulous time with your family and friends during the holidays. I pray that 2023 will bring us nothing but joy. It will bring us good health and just our heart desires. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. It might be the thumbnail or just my face that you saw and you clicked into the video. I want to say a big thank you for watching today's video. Here on Tea and Locs, just like my YouTube name, I will be sharing all things microlocs, my journey, my experiences, product that I'm using, updates, things like that on my channel. And also on my channel, I'll be sharing with you my tea of the day and the tea that I'm currently loving, how I love to, do like a tea combo. For today, I didn't do any tea combo. I just have a raspberry, plain old raspberry in here with a dash of honey. I've been using honey in my tea lately and I've been loving it. And yeah, so comment below what your tea of the day is. I would love to, hear from you. Delicious. So for today's video, I wanted to share with you the things that I did prior to getting my microlocs installed. I started my microlocs journey last month, December. Before I did that, I, did a lot of research on YouTube here, which YouTube is a major, research resource, for me. And yeah, I came on YouTube and I searched, videos of just people, what they did prior to doing their microlocs, or any type of locs, to be honest, and I didn't really find anything. And that kind of led me into doing tons of research myself. And I did mention that in my last video, sharing again, like I said, the starting of my microlocs journey, the day I went for my installation. And so that kind of prompted me to want to share today's video to be able to kind of guide anybody that is starting to, looking to start their own journey as well. And just to be, a resource during so far having microlocs. I want to be sharing with you 7 things that I did prior to going for my installation. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have my iPad here and I wrote some things down just so that I can be on point with the video. And so in my case, once I made up my mind that I was going to get microlocs done, I started doing a lot of research. I'm telling you, tons of research on Google, on social media, on YouTube. YouTube is a very good resource that I use for literally everything. I went on TikTok, I went on Instagram. Those are the platforms that I usually use on Instagram, TikTok, like I said, YouTube. I did an extensive, when I tell you an extensive research, just to hear of other people's, their journey, their concerns, just, information generally that I needed to be able to guide me to, know exactly what to expect, prior to my installation date. And so, my first tip for you will be to do an extensive research prior to going for your microlocs. The second tip I'll be sharing with you, prior to getting your microlocs installation is for you to ask your loctician if she wants you to either wash your hair yourself or she wants you to just come and then she's gonna wash it for you. But in my experience, I washed my hair prior to going, and honestly I will suggest that you wash your hair before going, because if you have your hair washed, that's out of the way, and once you get there, you can just start, your installation right away, opposed to, getting there, washing your hair. That's gonna take away from the time, that you're supposed to get your, locks installed. And so I will highly recommend that you wash your hair from home And like I said in my last video, I washed my hair and I had my daughters to, kind of twist it out for me just to give it a little bit of stretch, because as you can see, my hair is short, is about 3 inches or so. So yeah, washing your hair from home is, my recommendation before going for your microlocs. The third tip that I'm going to be sharing with you, which is highly important, I highly recommend it, is for you to direct all your questions, your concerns, anything that you might have regarding, any type of question. I would say direct it to your loctician, but also don't be afraid to ask your family and friends that already, are already on their journey, are starting, just people around you, generally speaking, that already have the microlocs, and they can tell you their own experience, their own journey, their own concerns, things like that, because there's still a lot of things that as much as people are sharing their journey, their updates, things like that, there's still a lot of things that are not being shared. And so I would recommend that you speak to your family and friends that are already on that journey, and also make sure that you speak extensively to your loctician, and just bombard him or her with questions that you might have. That way you have rest of mind and knowing that you're making the right decision for you at the time of your installation. For my first tip that I'm sharing with you today, I will say to mentally, physically, emotionally to prepare yourself for the day of your installation. And what I mean by that is, depending on how long your hair is and how thick or how big your head is, you need to be mentally prepared, because it's not a 5-hour hair that you're doing. It's anything from 10 hours. Like for me now, like I said, I have about 3 inches or thereabout hair, and I still took me about 10 hours. I mean, comparing that to my sister that got hers done, and naturally she has very long hair and her hair is like shoulder length, right? So she had to sit about 15 hours straight, and they still didn't finish that day. She had to go back the next day to finish, although it wasn't a lot. It was just like a little bit on this side of her head that was left, but that still took another 2-3 hours. So in totality, I think her hair took about 18 to 19 hours. So that's what I'm saying, right? If you're going to sit down all through the 15 hours, the 10 hours, it's not easy sitting down for a very long time just doing your hair. It's not the same when you're doing braids, right? Because, for braids, depending on the size, but for microlocs, it's your real hair that is being manipulated. It's your real hair that is being used. So you have to, sit down, and you don't want to be going up and down, except just to maybe take a break to, go to the washroom or something like that. But apart from that, I will say for you to mentally, prepare yourself that you're going to be sitting for a very long time. The sixth tip I'll be sharing with you today, prior to you getting your microlocs done, things that you can do prior to getting your microlocs done, is for you to wear comfortable clothes. And I cannot stress how important this is, because like I said in my last tip, you're going to be sitting for well over 10 hours, depending on the length of your hair, depending on the volume of your hair. You're going to be sitting for a very long time. The least you can do for yourself is to wear very comfortable clothes. Okay, wear clothes that you don't have to be pulling and tugging, clothes that is, that is just going to make you uncomfortable after a while. Now, in my case, what I did was I wore like a neat dress, okay, and I wore tights under. So I needed something very comfortable. I knew that, I'm not someone that goes to the washroom all the time. And so I knew that I had to sit down for those hours, just so, it will be faster also, right? Because if you're getting up here and there, it's going to even take longer. But because I knew that I wanted to sit down, I wanted to be still for as long as I can. So the sixth tip I'll be sharing with you on things that you need to do prior to getting your microlocs done is for you to bring everything that you need, that you're gonna need. So if you're still working from home, for example, you need to bring your laptop, because again, sitting down for those hours, you need to get your work done, right? You can bring your laptop, bring food, bring drinks. If you're not working that day, if it's your day off, I will still say bring something that is gonna, be a form of entertainment for you. again, your laptop, your iPad, your phone, of course, things like that, so that you can still kind of, you know, communicate with your family and friends. And yeah, so I will highly recommend that, you know, when you're going, you know, you make sure that you have your lunch with you, your breakfast with you, depending on the time of your, you know, appointment. In my case, like I mentioned in my last video, my appointment was for 7 o'clock and we started around 7:45. I had my lunch with me because I'm not a breakfast person, but I did have my lunch with me. I had snacks with me. I had tea with me. I had water with me. I had sweaters with me. Even though I had like a neat dress that I wore, I still had, you know, sweaters with me. I had a blanket with me. I had a scarf with me. I know it's a lot, but that's what so the seventh and the last tip that I'll be sharing with you today, you know, things that you need to do prior to going for your microlocs installation is for you, maybe during, you know, when you're making your hair, you know, just kind of talk and chat with your loctician. Again, going back to asking questions, I will say, you know, ask, you know, because they're professionals, right? They know what they're doing. I will say ask their, you know, opinion, ask for advice on how to maintain your hair, what to put in your hair, you know, things like that, right? Just have, you know, be able to create a friendly and you know, a good rapport with your loctician so that you can get the best out of them, honestly, because nobody wants to work with people who are, you know, not nice, or if you just have a nasty attitude for no reason. I would just say, you know, just be yourself, you know, just be polite, just be nice, and I'm sure you're going to get the same thing in return from your loctician. Yeah, that way, again, like I said, you can get the best attitude from her. You can get the best you know, advice, tips, tricks, things like that you can, you know, be able to have more knowledge to take care of your microlocs and be able to enjoy your journey, honestly. And so I hope you enjoyed today's video. That's about it from me today. I hope, you know, what the tips that I just shared made sense. And let me know in the comment section, are you already on your journey? Are you starting your journey? Are you just still in the process of thinking, you know, about microlocs? Yeah, let me know in the comment section. I would love to connect with you. All that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel for updates, you know, so that when I publish a new video just like this, and you know, just share updates about my hair, tips, tricks, things that I'm using on my hair, anything concerning microlocs NT, you'll be first to notified. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. God bless. Bye.